Hey, what's up, everyone? This is your boy, Real Talking Cowboy. And this video is a video that I think and I believe in my heart is much needed, especially as a Cowboy fan, a lifelong Cowboy fan. Look, guys, I'm 35 years old. I've been a Cowboy fan since I was 7, people. I've been a Cowboy fan for almost 30 years, 3 decades. And this video is in response to Ultimate Cowboy 82, Akoye, and any other YouTubers or just anybody, any YouTubers, any Cowboy fans. And I got to release my emotions on this because it's a lot of people saying in 2016, if Tony Romo was quarterback, we could have won the Super Bowl. It's some people, this is for Ultimate Cowboy 82. Yesterday, he said if Tony Romo was playing quarterback yesterday, we would have won that game versus the Eagles in blowout fashion. And I disagree with him. And I disagree with all these Tony Romo lovers because I'm not a Tony Romo hater, but I'm a Tony Romo realist. All of these fans sit around saying back when we was going 8-8 that Tony Romo, if he had not been on the field, a lot of those teams would have been 6-10, 4-12. That's complete bullshit. When Romo had teams that he could have took himself to the Super Bowl, not the fucking 2016 team that belonged to Dak. Why didn't Tony Romo take the team in 2007 to the Super Bowl? Everybody says he didn't have the team, he didn't have the running game. That game in 2007, DeMarco Murray in that playoff game versus the Giants, we had home field throughout the playoffs as the number 1 seed that year. Marion Barber and Julius Jones rushed for 135 yards. Tony Romo was 18 of 36 for 201 yards, a pick and a TD. Eli Manning only had 163 yards. And the Giants offense was held under 250 yards. And Tony Romo still did not win the game. What more could our defense have done? What more could the running game have done? Had done that game. Everybody's saying that this guy, supposed to be so great. He had opportunities. If Dak would have lost us the game where the offense only had, the other team's offense only had under 250 yards passing, and we had fucking over 130 yards rush, everybody would have been coming down his neck. And you guys sit up and act like you don't remember Romo doing this. He had Terrell Owens on his team. He had Terrell Owens and Jason Witten in their prime, 2 Hall of Famers. And he only put up, I think the fucking score was only 21-17. He only put up 17 points. And all of this bullshit about him not having an offensive line, he had 3 Pro Bowlers on his offensive line that year. Dakprescott only has 1 Pro Bowl on his offensive line for the last 3 games because Tyron Smith has been hurt, and now Zach Martin is down. From the 2016 team, Dakprescott only had for the last couple of games, only had 1 of those linemen start. For Romo's first fucking 4 or 5 years in the league, he had 3 Pro Bowlers on the offensive line as well. Andrew Garrard, Leonard Davis, and Flozell Adams. He had 3 Pro Bowlers. Stop the bullshit. Saying he could have done this, he could have done that. He had his opportunity. He damn near had the same team in 2014. The Packers beat us. He only had like 195 yards. We lost in 2014 to the fucking Packers in the playoffs. And DeMarco Murray gassed them for like 140. Our defense only gave up 26 points. He did that stupid ass pass to fucking Dez Bryant on 4th down when it shouldn't even been thrown. We should have just been trying to pick up the 4th down. Everybody say he a gunslinger. It's stupid ass shit like that lost us games. It wasn't him making us 8-8 when we were supposed to be 4-12. He lost us a lot of fucking games, going out there throwing 5 interceptions, and the defense still held on. So all of you Tony Romo fans who want to overlook this, I refuse to sit back and let you do this because I've been watching these Cowboys for the last damn near 30 years, and I know for a damn fact that Tony Romo was not out there being a fucking gunslinger. He was not out there being a gunslinger when he actually had his own teams to do it. Everybody pretend like all of these teams that we had just supposedly sucked. DeMarcus Ware sucked. All these fucking Pro Bowlers on the defense. Jay Ratliff. All the teams that we had. The 2008 season, the defense, man, looked good, man. And what do everybody say? Oh, that team, it would have been 6-12 if it wasn't for Tony Romo, or 6-10 if we didn't have Romo. I believe that in my heart. You are full of shit. Who did he beat? When he beat the Saints, DeMarco Murray rushed for like 150 fucking yards. I mean, Marion Barber did. Who did he beat without a running game? Who? Every time you guys bring up a bullshit game that he supposedly wins, then you always bring up the fucking loss to the fucking Broncos, talking about the defense didn't do that, the defense didn't do that. Well, guess what? Yesterday the defense had broke down versus the Eagles. The defense had broke down. These were the type of games that Romo would have threw an interception. I don't forget that shit. There was a lot of times we was in positions to win the game. It was 3 fucking years straight. We had opportunity to play for the playoffs. The last game of the season, we had 1 year versus the Redskins and RG3 and them beat us. I get it, Cal Lewin was the fucking quarterback. We had 1 year versus the Giants. They stumped our ass because Romo fucking went out there and laid a fucking egg. And then the year versus the Eagles, I believe that was the 2008 year, Romo laid a fucking egg. They beat us like damn near 34-2 or 43-6 or just some crazy shit. And Romo was the quarterback. People put that on the defense, but fuck, we didn't even score 20 points. You can put it on the defense and say, well, the offense, they went out there and tried. It was like that was very rare when we got into a shootout and Romo would lose 42-35 or something. Most of the time, if it was a game where he lost and it was high scoring like that, the motherfucker threw 2 or 3 interceptions. And I'm saying this not because I hate Romo. I actually think Romo is a good QB. It's just I don't think that he's borderline Hall of Fame. I don't think that he wears the crown. I know for a fact that when Romo played, I can think of at least 10 quarterbacks better than Tony fucking Romo. And he was a 10-year vet. Matter of fact, he only had 5 years in the fucking NFL where he didn't get hurt out of the 10 years that he played. Romo was a part of the same era as Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan. They was all in the same fucking era. Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb, Brett Favre. All of these guys was better than fucking Tony Romo. Anybody saying Romo had a better team is full of they had a better team is full of shit. I might give you Romo had a worse coaching than they did, but it wasn't the team. Peyton Manning took that same team that we say that Romo sucked because the defense. Peyton Manning defense gave up all them fucking points and he took them to the fucking Super Bowl. He took them to the Super Bowl. Do you realize that when Tony Romo beat the Lions, Matt Stafford in the playoffs that year in 2014, when they really got fucked out of that game at the end because it was really a fucking pass interference. We damn near tackled their defensive player and he fell down. That before this before we even got to the fucking Packers in the playoffs in 2014. That year, Matt Stafford had our defense got 2 strip sacks against Matt Stafford. And he gave us the ball. He put the ball on the ground. There was 2 turnovers from Matt Stafford. The defense gave us a chance that game. That's how we beat the Eagles in the playoffs. Our defense was locking down the Eagles, but people forget that Felix Jones and Tashard Choice gassed their ass that playoff. They damn near rushed for 200 fucking yards that year in 2009 in the playoffs. I mean, not 2000. I'm fucking tripping. I'm so fucking all over the place. They almost rushed for 200 yards. I'm not looking at nothing. I think this Tashard Choice had like 46 yards rushing and Felix Jones like 150. Like, it was crazy. And people act like Romo oh my God, he went out there, he did it. Number 9. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with these Tony Romo fanboys. And it's not even mentioned the game he fucked us out of in 2006 versus the Seahawks. But muffin the fucking snap. Tony Romo was a snake-bitten dude. I actually think he was a good quarterback. I just think he had bad luck. Like Tony Romo was throwing interceptions off Jason Witten's foot and shit. How many people remember that? Like Tony Romo, when he was our quarterback, this was a snake-bitten team. I don't even tell people this, but when Stephen A. Smith be saying whatever can go wrong, will go wrong, I think that he got that from watching Tony Romo. I think he got it from watching Tony Romo. They get fucking, what's his name, Colt McCoy outplayed his ass. He would, like, I can't think of, like, Tony Romo fans, I'm ending on this. This Ultimate Cowboy 82, Mark Holmes, I saw you saying that Tony Romo was not borderline average. I saw you saying that he was a great QB. I want you, all you YouTubers, all of you fans in the comment section, whatever. If you're a YouTube maker response, you're a fan in the comment section, give me 5 games that Tony Romo won against good teams. That's number 1. Number 2, without rushing for over 100 yards from the running backs, and that actually mattered. When did Tony Romo win a game that actually mattered without a running game, without the defense showing up, and with it being a good team? Tony Romo would beat teams. Oh, a last second, fourth quarter comeback by number 9. It would be a team like the Dolphins. I remember the Dolphins. It's like, remember that time he came back in the game and beat the fucking San Francisco 49ers, and all these Romo fanboys bring that shit up. They wasn't even the 49ers back. I think Alex Smith was their fucking quarterback. I think that game might have fucking started. It might have been the Buccaneers, the 49ers, that game. He supposedly got his rib cage hurt and came back and did a miracle and shit. Like, Tony Romo never used to win a game that really mattered worth a fuck. Tony Romo will throw a game-winning touchdown versus the Browns or some crazy-ass shit. Like, his stats is so empty calorie because so many meaningless-ass games and shit he used to win, and people pretend like it was all him. It was so many games he fucked us out of with 4. Like, remember that time we played the Jets, the first game of the season? I forget what year that was, but Darrell Reeves locked down Dez, and Tony Romo will throw an interception at the end of the game. Like, Tony Romo used to do this shit a lot. It wasn't like he was going out there like Aaron Rodgers type of quarterback. Peyton Manning, like I said earlier, these are the type of quarterback that take a team that don't belong in the damn Super Bowl or NFC Championship to the NFC Championship. Tony Romo never did that shit. Never. Ever. Ever. I listen to Akoye and say, you know, wear that crown like Romo used to wear. What the fuck did Romo used to actually do? He used to put up yards in meaningless games and have a bunch of damn passing yards. We never get a playoff. What was he doing to gather so much fucking respect? And I don't even like Dak Prescott. I'm off the Dak bandwagon. But I just feel this shit that they're doing with Tony Romo is flat out fucking nuts. It's like somebody's telling me that fucking Derek Fisher was the best player on the Lakers. Just some shit like, well, you know, he was good, but you know, that motherfucker wasn't the best. He wasn't the reason we was fucking winning. Like, in 2000, like, from like 2006 or whatever the fuck, all the way up to like 2013, the best players on our team was like DeMarcus Ware, fucking Terrence Newman was pretty solid when he wasn't getting gas. But that year we played the fucking Eagles. Mike Jenkins was fucking pretty much a lockdown corner that year. Like, we had a team, man. We had a team that should have done more than what it did. I look back at that old team. Like, outside of that year, we had Allen Ball at safety. I don't see a lot of holes in the defense. I really don't. Like, to me, the only difference between our defense... No, let me stop. Well, we do, as far as this particular year, 2018, our linebackers are off the charts. Our young middle linebackers. But other than that, I don't see a big difference from this defense and the old defenses. Outside of just our defensive coordinator being fucking cold. But you mean to tell me that you think you'll take DeMarcus Lawrence over DeMarcus Ware? You gonna take, what's his name, Randy Gregory over Anthony Spencer? You gonna take Malik Collins over Jay Ratliff? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Now Brandon Jones over Mike Jenkins, yeah, I get that. That makes sense. Remember Kent Hamlin? Remember when Kent Hamlin was laying that hat? Remember when Roy Williams was laying that hat? Romo had a squad, man. He had 4 fucking Pro Bowlers on his offensive line his first fucking like 4 or 5 years. I mean, 3 Pro Bowlers his first 4 or 5 years. All these people saying Romo didn't have a team, man, you full of shit. Romo had more than enough opportunities to get this damn team to the Super Bowl, and he didn't. He failed. And John Kitna was showing his ass when he came in for Romo back in 2010, whatever the fuck it was that Romo got hurt and John Kitna came in. John Kitna was doing a good job. Romo was actually he ran Cal Orton out of town. That's why we didn't have a backup quarterback, because Cal Orton said he couldn't stand Romo, so he just retired. Romo knew that dude could fuck around and take his job. Like, Romo was not a lot better than Cal Orton. Like, Romo is like Jay Cutler level. Like, Romo is not like Tom Brady. Like, seriously, if you say Romo not Jay Cutler level, prove it with numbers, prove it with anything, because last time I checked, Jay Cutler had been further in the fucking playoffs than Romo has. To me, what a worse offense. Show me how Romo is light years ahead of Jay Cutler. But I know some people out there saying it. Or they'll say he light years ahead of Carson Palmer. How in the fuck is Tony Romo better than Carson Palmer and Jay Cutler? And they both been to the playoffs more than he got. I think them guys even got a playoff win. Tony Romo got one playoff win. Fucking rushed for 140. I mean, both his playoff wins, the running game showed up. I think the Lions game, they didn't show up like that, but I mean, he still only, threw for 293 yards? Fucking Matt Stafford turning the ball over, the defense showing up. I mean, you guys can miss me with that shit, man. Like I said, this goes to Ultimate Cowboy 82 most of all. And I saw Akoye saying that Romo wear a crown, so I could put him in this, and Mark Holmes as well. This your man, Real Talking Cowboy, man. I'm out. I had to do this rant.